friends and fellow adventurers. Welcome to the MNmaxed podcast. We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue the Extinction curse. As always, we'd like to invite you to come join our Discord, and if you'd like to throw a little financial support our way, you can check out our Patreon. And a shout out to all of those that are big number level and above, and I'm going to read them silly because I'm bored and I feel like it. Wilf, Rocky Jetty, Blarty Slumpy, Thundy Mammy, Ellie, Discris, Fizzy Giggy, Jakey Mori, AC Goldie, Dicky Lopi, Carnafifi, Ali Key, Mordine, Domi Aliki, Dr. Grinny, Forever Me, Frankie Ellie, Just Meek Weeks, Rusty D, Tree Huggy, Derry Dubby, Goldie Reedney, Indy Linky, and Tawdry Meansty. I'm never doing that again, I'm sorry. And now, a recap of Session 84. Still at Fortune's Hall, we head out to the stables, the last thing we have to check. We're hoping there's not some big crazy monster there. Turns out there's a big crazy monster there. It's a gigantic skeleton, and it's an absolute motherfucker. It is immediately apparent we don't got this. Everyone takes a lot of damage, and Jeb gets swallowed. Soon Peach Pie also gets swallowed, as Moonlight and the Wizard are forced to flee. Peach Pie miraculously manages to escape and pull Jeb with him. From there, we all run the fuck away and do our best to slow the monster down to allow the civilians to get to safety. Once the innocents are clear, the Wizard does wizard things and kites the skeleton around until he kills it. The Wizard and Moonlight do a little bit of looting and identifying. Peach Pie and Turtle join the crowd heading off to Willowside, and Jeb has continued to run. Nobody knows where the fuck he is.
Are we getting fucked as we get split up?
Yeah, let's see what happens.
So, there's a point in the road heading west, and Jebediah is going to come across this point first. Jeb, give me a perception check as you're fleeing back to Willowside.
Flee! I got a perception of 32.
Jeb, with a 32, as you're traveling west down this road, you actually see footprints of large dinosaurs. You slow down because you're coming close onto something. You see that there is a blockade blocking the road back into town that is being watched over and guarded by a band of dinosaur riding Xulgaths.
My day just keeps getting worse.
Oh my.
Alright, well, I stopped sprinting, and it's like a trail covering that forest, right?
Yeah. In fact, let me go ahead and share with you the map where you find yourself.
It's a fucking dope-looking trail right there. Alright, well, once I see it, I dart into the woods a little bit.
I'm gonna go and hide off.
Hey, I don't hide. It's just strategic. After I just pansily ran fucking miles.
Jeb, you see there is a Xulgath carrying a spear atop a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
A fucking T-Rex?
A fucking T-Rex. Standard size T-Rex.
Ah, just a standard size.
Yeah.
You know, just a normal one.
Just a normal size T-Rex.
There are also two Triceratops, also mounted by Xulgaths. Jeb, it does not seem that they have noticed you off the foliage just off the side of the road here. They're kind of milling back and forth. There are tree trunks laid across the road to block any sort of cart traffic.
I guess I don't know where. I mean, I know I can't take these on.
I mean, we're probably like 20 minutes behind you, but you don't know that.
I assume everyone's dead.
Those idiots didn't run, now they're all dead.
I told them!
What's happened with the spiders, man?
Jeb does have a strong self-preservation, doesn't he?
Alright, so Jeb calms down and gets his composure back and realizes he left his entire party and his companion back at the place. So I'll heal myself up. How about that? This is how he gets some motivation back. I'm just gonna heal myself up so I'm not dying, and I'll start trekking back. I got one level 2 and one level 1. I had like 10 prepared.
Yeah.
You bloody bastard. Yeah, I will attempt to just start going back and then crossfade back to the other group.
By the time Peach Pie gets to Turtle and the people to tell them, that they could stop running, what would you do after that moment?
When I catch up to them,
Yeah.
I'd pull up on the steed.
Can't picture Peach Pie riding a horse.
Yeah, it would look very silly.
Bernard, you're probably better at this than I am.
Yes, right. Hello, people. It's all right. The monster has been defeated. You may stop running. The heroes have been victorious. Yes, it is very harrowing, but it's all right. So, yes, if we could just orderly, we can stop running and we can walk, and we will go into town and we will get sustenance and shelter. And if anybody needs anything, you can come to the circus and we will take care of you. So, yes, let us away.
I love it. Give me a performance on that.
Performance?
Yep.
Okay. 27. That's not too bad. I kind of forgot I put expert in performance.
Peach Pie riding up on his magical steed, and then Bernard giving, the everything's fine. After that, Gadarin says, "Oh yes, this happens all the time. Everything's fine now. Everything's fine now." And even Cubby is also saying, "Yes, everything is fine now." Everybody slows down. Gadarin would ask Peach Pie, "So where's everybody else?"
The wizard and Moonlight are still taking care of some things. I do not know where Jeb is, but I'm sure we will find him at the circus when we return.
All right, we continue on?
Yes, to town and then the circus.
Moonlight and the wizard are at the stable searching around to see if there's anything else to be found at Fortune's Hall.
If we had any spells left, I'd say burn the whole fucking place down, because it's all it's so fucked now with the top level of that one floor falling down.
I do have spells, but do you really want me to waste spells burning this place down?
Not at the moment. We'll burn it down some other day.
I'll come back. You got a couple cantrips just started on fire. Wouldn't be that hard.
As I said, I got Produce Flame as a cantrip. I got a 3rd level Fireball.
And then we start a forest.
Yeah, start the whole fucking forest on fire.
I could technically cast 3 Fireballs. 2 3rd and 1 5th.
Might want to save those.
Just start blowing the place up.
Fortune's Hall has been picked clean, friends. Knowing that Fortune's Hall is cleared out, Moonlight and the wizard, how do you travel from there?
What time of day is it? Are my fucking Phantom Steeds even still? They last 8 hours.
They're probably done at this point.
You go to get back on it, it just disappears. Fuck.
I imagine it just disappears as we're riding, and I just fall fucking face first. Moonlight gracefully falls, or glides.
Yeah, just leshy glide.
You just glide down from the 5 feet up in there you are, I just fall face first.
If you don't have the Phantom Steeds, are you just walking back?
Yeah.
And we both have a 30-foot speed.
Here's the fun part. You're both fatigued from your encounter with the large undead creature.
Oh, we're still fatigued?
Yeah, you are.
Is there a way to get rid of it?
Yeah, there is.
Sleep.
What is it?
You just failed on the recall knowledge check, so...
I was just looking up fatigued itself, so you recover from fatigue after a full night's rest.
Oh no, this one very specifically has different conditions.
Oh.
I eat. I get the munchies and eat some food. Does that do anything?
Oh, you're probably right.
At some point on the walk or ride back, I would smoke and I'd get the munchies and I'd eat some fucking rations or some fucking berries.
And if we're hanging out in the sunshine, that's food to me.
So fuck you, Tyler.
So, with good point on both of those, as soon as you ate a full meal, your fatigue will go away.
Full meal, like a full ration. And Moonlight.
Yeah.
I don't know what a full meal for Moonlight is. Half an hour in the sun?
I mean, it never specifically says, but just hanging out in the sun.
Maybe have little bottles, these magical bottles of bottled sunlight. Just when you need it, just uncork it. And...
I do have some of those.
Some of it's pure. It depends on the purity of the sunlight.
No, they're 10 times more expensive than regular rations or something like that. But I have some.
So, wizard, your fatigue goes away as you've finished eating. So you could hustle after getting the meal, kind of walking and eating. Moonlight, do you use one of those bottled sunshine? Because we are at nighttime right now.
I mean, I guess if I felt pangs of hunger, I would take it. If I was not feeling that pangs anymore, I just was fatigued. I don't know that I would think to do that.
I would imagine the way that the ability is worded, it certainly leads to believe that you're fatigued because of hunger.
Feeling hungry.
Feeling hungry, exactly.
Okay. Just not taking damage from it when you're not in the aura.
Bingo. Yep.
So, I mean, probably then I'd probably take one just to see if that helped make it go away.
If one of those bottled sunlights is considered a full meal or a replacement for trail ration,
Yeah, it's a trail ration.
then that
Like I said,
would...
it costs me 10 times as much as a regular ration.
Jesus.
Oh, wow.
That's what you get for being all leshy, I guess.
You know, it's literally bottled sunlight.
That would also remove the fatigue condition. With Moonlight and the Wizard eating and traveling west, that would mean that the crowd, Turtle, and Peach Pie would show up to Jebediah before Moonlight and the Wizard got to them. I need Turtle and Peach Pie to give me perception checks.
Not good. 25.
3, 4.
Turtle takes a moment, stops as everyone's walking on the road, and just dives into the brush. Turtle needs to give me a stealth roll.
Stealthy turtle. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. 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 Stealthy turtle. Doo-doo-doo-doo. 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 Doo-doo-doo-doo. 37.
Turtle ducks into the brush and scouts out ahead because she caught wind of something.
Stinky dinosaurs? Or stinky Xulgaths?
Stinky Xulgath. She smelt that before, so she gets ahead and she spots Jebediah and rolls up on him. Adorable, large tiger, quiet grapple and tackle, right?
Adorbs.
Dwarf and tiger tumble through the woods. Turtle's back, and as best she can communicates to you that Peach Pie and others are on their way.
Nice. You say we gotta go to them, and then I have her take me to them.
So Jeb and Turtle sneak out and get to the crowd and Peach Pie.
Hello.
I'm incredibly relieved to see Peach Pie. I'm glad you made it out. Sorry about my lapse in judgment and terrifiedness.
I think running away was the best judgment. The wizard did the thing he does where he runs away and casts spells, and he killed the giant monster.
That sneaky bastard.
Yes. They should be following shortly, I would think.
Perfect. By the way, there's a barricade of dinosaurs with Xulgaths right outside of town.
Oh,
And I'm afraid I wasn't equipped to take them on.
that is unfortunate. Could they be avoided?
Well, they're across the trail.
Oh.
I guess we could try to go around?
I mean, Jeb would know that it's possible to go around, but knowing that you have this group of, starving people with you is not going to make that easy.
We're gonna have to tell them to go back to Fortune's Hall where we can rest for the night. Unless we think we can get through the woods and get to the circus. I don't know, what the angles are on that.
Heading north would get you to the circus.
Do we think we can get to the circus and avoid the barricade?
So just go skirt around the barricade and town and get straight to the circus in the north.
Yeah, where we've got food and supplies and shit.
I think that would be something that you could feasibly do. You will be going through swampland for a good part of it. but that would be something that you could potentially do, especially with Jeb leading you.
You know what else you can do? Heal yourselves. Treat wounds.
Yes, we will treat wounds.
Which is going to take time. Enough time that me and Moonlight show up.
I suggest we wait here for Moonlight and the Wizard, and from there we will decide what we want to do.
Okay.
And I will pull out my 1 week's worth of rations and hand them out to whoever seems as though they need them most.
All of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a week's worth of rations. That's like 21 meals.
That's at least enough for everyone to have a meal, I think.
All right, so everybody can have a meal, and I'll treat wounds on myself and Mr. Hickburn.
I mean, I can probably do myself.
No, that's right. You can do yourself. You got your nature.
I think mine's higher than yours.
I think it is. I'll set my DC to 20.
Yeah,
And
that's what I wanted to say.
I'll take an hour if we get an hour. If not, I'll just do 10 minutes.
I mean, we're going to show up before the hour's up.
You probably would. I critically succeed.
So in the time where you decide to take some moments on the side of the road to heal up, Wizard and Moonlight appear. So you all have gotten back together here.
If we get back and I see they're patching themselves up, I'm going to ask for a little bit of that too.
Yeah, sure.
Like, sit down by him and be like,
Yeah, say he sits down.
bleeding.
Next 10 minutes, I'll do the Wizard, and we can explain that there's a barricade of dinosaurs up ahead. Wizard, after 10 minutes, you heal 32.
Oh, it's beautiful.
So it's getting late into the night at this point as you're all taking time. The people who have ran from Fortune's Hall are on the side of the road eating Peach Pie's rations. There's this moment where it's 2 a.m. You know there's something ahead of you that's going to require either your attention tonight or tomorrow morning, depending on your luck and your choices. What do you do?
I think the choice is either head north towards the circus and get there, or head back to Fortune's Hall and kind of set up shop there.
Or just murder shit.
I think we need to rest.
How thick are are there woods around here? Can we just take everybody into the woods and hide for the night?
The wooded swamps. That's a possibility.
I mean, have Jem make a survival check to hide us and bed down for the night.
We could do that too.
I'd like that. But are we going to be able to convince these people to, like, hold off? They probably want to get home, right?
Between Willowside and Fortune's Hall is 2 hours. We're going to say the Blockade is exactly in the middle of those two things, and that you are now resting down or kind of hanging out on the side of the road in between Fortune's Hall and the Blockade. So you're a quarter of the way back to Willowside. Half-hour's journey.
So it's only a half hour's back to the Fortune's Hall?
Half hour back to Fortune's Hall at this point, yes.
Oh. Probably best to just go back to Fortune's Hall then. It's more defensible, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
Good thing we didn't burn it down.
Good thing
we didn't burn it down.
We just got this far. Like, we got to walk back?
I'll carry the Wizard.
No, I burn a
Phantom Steed.
I burn another Phantom Steed, 2nd level bonded item to recall Phantom Steed, and I cast another Phantom Steed. I'm not walking. Like, I just walked here. I'm not walking fucking back. Like, no.
You all head back to Fortune's Hall. As we discussed with Moonlight and the Wizard being here before, there's not much left to Fortune's Hall. It has all of the trappings of what it was, but it's all trashed or torn apart. There's Brugadach blood everywhere. Things are a mess.
No. All their blood should have gone back with the reversing of the summon, right?
The blood?
Yeah, come on. It was part of them.
What? No.
Psh, their corpses went.
You're
I mean,
really
if they're dead, if their corpses went, why wouldn't their blood go?
God. You set up shop for the night. Given the layout, the most central and fortifiable location is actually the theater. So you lay out all the bedrolls in the theater. You get as many blankets as you can from the outhouses and the bunkhouses and everywhere to keep everybody together. Everything is fine here at Fortune's Hall. You all wake up in the morning.
Level 13.
You are level 13.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I mean, 13's pretty easy for me, but guess what that does mean? Level 7 spells, baby.
Oh
yeah, that's a
my.
big deal.
Let's go fight some dinosaurs.
Let's go fight some dinosaurs. So you wake up in the morning, and you make your way toward the blockade. What do you tell everybody to do? All of the citizens that are with you.
Well, I think they should wait here until we come back and let them know it's safe to get back into town.
I don't know if we're gonna leave him an hour away.
Bring them with us?
You guys want to fight some dinosaurs?
I mean, we know where the dinosaurs approximately are. We leave them in the woods. Or in the swamps or whatever.
I suppose they could just stay off the path for a little bit while we fight.
Bold, assuming the forward force is not getting reinforcements. Then you all head on your way to the blockade. And as you get to that place where you tell everybody to kind of hold back, who's going with? Is it Turtles going with too?
I mean, it's just going to be us that move up. Everybody else will hang back. If they get in trouble, give us the super secret signal, which is to scream a lot.
All the civilians know the super secret signal. Do you have any particular idea on how you want to approach? Do you want to try to set up an ambush, sneak up on them, just roll up down the road?
So, where was the Tyrannosaurus Rex? That was in the blockade, or was it patrolling the road?
In the blockade.
Now, I'm pretty sure it's going to be, as soon as we get, to the edge, it's toss a couple spells, motherfucker.
We're gonna get there, and we're gonna stop walking, and they're all gonna turn to face us, and then the theme from The Good, Bad, and the Ugly is gonna play for a few minutes, and then things are gonna happen.
How far away are we going to be when we attack? Because my new spell has a 500-foot range and a 60-foot burst.
Sorry, what?
What is this? Your new spell?
Did you look at Eclipse Burst? It is disgusting.
Oh, Eclipse Burst is so good.
500-foot range, 60-foot burst. 8d10 cold
Holy
damage, 8d4 negative damage.
Oh, there's the exact spell, Sunburst. The exact opposite.
Oh, nice.
It does fire damage and positive damage.
Who can cast that?
And Primal, Divine Primal.
Divine Primal.
So I'll grab that one.
That's interesting that Eclipse Burst is arcane then.
That makes sense. I like that. I like that flavor.
Occult getting fucked.
Occult's not supposed to be a blaster,
Yeah, but things that do negative damage are usually occult.
I suppose.
But yeah, so how far are we chilling? We can just drop some shit on them?
I can toss my Phantasmal Calamity at 500 yards also, or 500 feet also, so...
Sounds like we're starting at 500 feet.
Let's just fuck them up, Moonlight.
500 feet?
Like Peach Pie and Jeb. Wait, no, Jeb took a 500-foot one as well. So, like, Peach Pie's walking up, and I just imagine Jeb, grabbing his shoulder and pulling him back, and I'm like, we've got to go get closer. No, we don't. No, we don't.
The only thing that I don't know is, the trail is a straight shot.
How far do we have in a straight shot is really the question.
Give us 200 or 300 feet.
I'm going to roll a 1d4 plus 1 to figure out how many feet you get, how many hundreds of feet you get in a straight shot, right?
That's fair.
Because it's a curated road.
That's fair. That's fair.
It kind of goes along the side, so we'll see how far away you can start combat in that way. I rolled a 2, 3, so you get 300 feet. Why don't we have everybody roll initiative in this absolute high-level spell-throwing festival that we're about to have on the road leading into Willowside?
Makes sense. I'm going last.
Poor Peach Pie. I'll cast Cosmic Form on you, even though it's only can be cast on me. Guys, let's go into combat. Just keeps waving us in.
Alright, so we're at the top of round 1, and things are a little different than usual. And we're going to go straight to the wizard. You have a grouping of 6 enemies, 2 Triceratops, 3 Xulgaths, 1 T-Rex. You want to play with your new high-level spells?
Yeah, I do.
I say we just all simultaneously cast this and just throw it down. We have the jump.
We have the jump. If you guys, let's do it. Everybody target them. Everybody target every single one of them. If you all have something within 300 feet, you could just do it all at once. Let's make this a dice rolling fest. Just fucking reflex saves across the board.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
3 of them just critically failed me.
Oh, this is gonna go so badly for them.
Oh,
Their failures are so bad.
So I rolled 42 on my Eclipse Burst.
oh my god.
They're not dead yet.
One of them's dead. 2 of them are dead.
We're dead.
Oh my god.
I want to picture this in a video game, just like in.
This is one volley.
One round.
One volley.
Oh my god. So one volley at range.
300-foot range, let's be clear.
Like, it's a 300-foot range. Can we take a moment and just like calculate how much damage just got dealt and what spells got cast? Because that's a lot of fucking damage.
I'm breaking out a calculator.
Well, mine's 44 times 5. I didn't get a lot of crits.
In total, I did 420 of
Oh, no way.
420.
No way.
Dude, add up my damage. I did 420.
Oh my god.
Fantastic.
You must have had so many more criticals than me. You definitely did. I only did 198.
4 of them critically failed me.
I did 204, but mine was only a 6 this one.
One of you guys had a critical save, too.
Oh my god. Is the only thing going to be left medium humanoid with no number? One guy survived that.
And he was the one that saved.
Oh, and he critically failed mine. I need a reflex save.
I was just
for
say, if
him.
he critically failed mine, he'd be blinded, but he was a save.
He critically failed Moonlights.
Becomes blinded for an unlimited duration?
What?
For Eclipse Burst? I permanently blinded, but they're already all dead. But I permanently blinded 4 of them.
Oh my god.
I need a reflex save from Mr. Medium Humanoid.
Okay.
It's funny. What does your spell do?
Roll the 5 on the dice. 28.
That's a failure. He believes he's trapped in the phantasmal calamity. He's stunned for 1 minute. Gets to attempt a will save at the end of each of its turns to disbelieve the illusion. So the one guy still alive thinks the world is burning around him.
I mean, it kind of is.
Every single one of the dinosaurs and 2 of the Xulgaths were just obliterated with this volley of spells from 300 feet away. The only guy who survives is stunned because it believes it's inside of this phantasmal calamity and it's going to make will saves, but I don't know if it's going to matter. What are you guys going to do with that survivor?
I kind of want to go talk to him now. Just be like, you guys gotta stop this. You see how strong we've become? You're gonna lose.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot them.
Says a guy who was almost eaten and killed 1 day ago. But
I mean, we're 300 feet away. It's going to get a couple saves off before.
It'll get more than one, but I'm gonna tell you right out, there's absolutely no way that this thing is in any way, shape, or form a match for the 4 of you.
Peach Pie, go hit that guy.
And I mean, Moonlight, what's your will save?
33 now.
Fail. Succeed.
On the 3rd round, they would succeed.
Which Peach Pie moves what? We each move 90.
I move 105.
I'm not running.
So if we're exactly 300 feet away, I get there in 3 rounds.
Casually walk up there waiting for the smoke to die down.
Peach Pie, after all of the spell volleys that have gone off and the absolute show of force that's happening and you're going up to this guy, what do you want to do with him? His life is in your hands.
Hello. I think you should go home now. Forever.
He speaks in a language that you do not understand.
Wizard.
No, I'm probably already there. Like,
You're
how fast
probably
did you
already
move?
I was gonna say, we all move just as fast
We
as
all move the
Peach Pie.
same, yeah.
I move faster.
Yeah, you're actually the fastest out of all us now.
We'd have heard of you. Stories. I didn't realize how devastating the circus would be.
That's a sentence nobody's ever said before.
The devastating circus.
Tell him to go home or die.
Go home or die?
Was that a question?
I don't know. Let me ask. Peach Pie, was that a question?
No, a statement.
It's a statement.
We'll go home after we sink this infernal island
Die.
into the inner sea.
37.
Peach Pie just crushes Skull.
I only deal 35 damage.
It
Just
might
say he's
actually
dead.
take you a few hits, but yeah, let's just say he's dead.
Oh, it takes a few hits. Smack. Smack. Smack.
He was the leader of the troop. He had some, semblance of, strength, just not that much.
Jesus.
Did you actually hit?
I actually hit him with all 3 of my attacks and kill him.
Beautiful. That actually worked. I didn't technically even need to hand wave it.
You will never defeat Prang. We're going to Prang.
You'll never stop them.
Just dead.
I love it. Look, you guys are solving the hunger crisis.
One dinosaur.
One dino at a time.
One dino at a time.
Or in this case, 3 dinos at a time.
The rest of all of our fights are going to be in like giant stadiums with everybody separated by 60 feet. Tyler's like, I'm not letting that happen again.
So you completely decimate the installment of guards at the Blockade on the East Road. This is the road that leads out of Willowside to the east, so you're traveling west. You still have all of the Fortune's Hall people with you. And everybody is hoofing it back on foot to Willowside. Do you just continue on to Willowside at that point? Do you do anything specific here?
I mean, yeah, I say we drop off whoever we needed to drop off in town, and anybody who doesn't have a place to be dropped off or is just looking for some like medical attention and food tonight, they can come to the circus. We'd invite them all there with us, I'd say.
Okay.
Well, medical attention, we can bring them to that Erastal temple.
Yeah, the temple.
She already likes us so much.
Fuck that bitch. We're setting up the temple to the Circus of Wayward Wonders.
We're going to take over Eridan, the dead god Eridan's spot.
Yeah, that's it.
He left a hole. We'll fill it.
That's Iomade, the inheritor.
As you make your way in to Willowside, by the time you get in, it's about 10 a.m. You see everybody bustling about. You see more dinosaur tracks closer to town than you did when you left for Fortune's Hall. They're crisscrossing the roads, and you see the people of Willowside are going into action. Like they were moving before to protect their homes, but seeing what seems to be the Xulgaths poking at the exterior of Willowside, kind of testing it, prodding it, you can see the edges of some of the homes are smoldered out, or you see Xulgath spears around. But there are people erecting walls, preparing weapons and armor. They're getting ready for a fight, but not everyone looks like they're getting ready for a fight. There's a few people with cases of like luggage who are looking like they're heading further west to get to the pier to leave town.
That seems like a bad idea. Unless they've got guards to go with them.
So everyone here, as they're walking into town, everyone spots a different member of the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Whether they're moving lumber about or they're helping with supplies, you see members of the Circus of Wayward Wonders who are assisting.
Well, good, yeah. We taught them well. We're all heroes now. All right, so we're going to build 2 catapults off to the east. We're going to need a trebuchet in the middle, and then we'll just put walls all around the town.
Perfect.
We're just going to do a little tower defense. Has there been an attack on town, or did people just see like what we did and see more things?
Some of the homes on the edges of town have been attacked. There's, Xulgath spears that are lodged into doors and...
Like some guerrilla warfare? They all left? Or we?
Yeah, it's all on the edges of town. If anybody has some sort of... Gosh, I'm trying to think of what, tactics lore would be. That'd be warfare lore, but I don't think anybody has that.
Got 33 on the feline.
The feline lore? This seems like something that a cat would do with its prey. Just with its food, just playing with it before actually digging in. A little farther down, you spot the professor directing circus members in their aid of the city.
I guess I'll walk up to the professor and see if he knows anything else.
So you all head up over to the professor. Goodness, you're back. Thank goodness.
Barely.
Are you okay?
We are now.
I feel like we'd all be pretty ecstatic. We just, destroyed a camp of Xulgaths.
After almost dying to a giant undead thing.
Rejuvenated quite quickly. My demeanor in that whole session changed dramatically. It went from fuck you, Tyler, to fuck you, Tyler.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Spencer. That means everything went as planned. Is everybody okay?
Yes. As you can see, we're all here. We saved a bunch of people at Fortune's Hall, found Godarn and Cubby.
And they're there with you?
They were being charmed by Brugadachs.
I don't think I've ever heard of that before.
Fae stuff.
Oh, Fae.
Frogmen.
Well, glad you brought them out.
Well, they didn't want to come, but we brought them. We just had to kill all the Brugadachs first.
Well, things are not so good here.
We see that. Looks like town's been attacked a couple times.
Dinosaurs attacked the camp while you were gone.
The circus camp?
Was anybody injured?
No, thank goodness.
Is everybody in town then now? The camp has been abandoned?
It's been abandoned. A few people have gone back, stealthily as best they can to grab belongings or supplies that we need, but it does still stand. The big top itself isn't, put up because we were still mending it, but it's all still there.
Well, another thing we'll have to make these Xulgaths pay for.
I agree. Oh, I should... Yes, I've forgotten. I had to tell you about the circus camp, but Mayor Vandy really wished to hear what happened at Fortune's Hall and asks that you speak with her as soon as you're able to. She told me that a little while ago, but...
She's kind of needy, but I suppose we can go do that.
She's concerned about the fate of the people at Fortune's Hall.
Well, the large influx of people that we just brought back should assuage some of those fears.
I agree.
But if she needs a full accounting, we can do that for her. Yeah, I mean, Moonlight at least will go there to tell her what happened. If other people want to check on circus folk, or Jeb needs to check in with Ellie.
The animals.
Gonna go check in on...
Yes, of course, the animals.
What time of day was it?
It's mid-morning.
Anyway, yeah, I think we'll all go to town hall.
Okay, so you all walk into town hall, and there's Trevor with an armload of papers, bringing them up from the archives, putting them on a table nearby, going through them, jotting notes in a notebook. He puts his head up and he goes, "Oh, hey guys! How are you?"
Hi, Trevor. We're here to see Estessa. She asked for us, I believe.
Oh, yeah, yes. Hopefully to... One sec. Just... She's gonna ask you to help the town. I hope that you will.
What choice do we have?
Our circus resides in the town, so unless we pack up quick.
Yes, perhaps we can catch the next boat.
Real fast leg.
So, should I just walk in on her again, or are you gonna let her know?
If you'd like me to announce you, I can. Sure, yeah,
I feel like she would prefer that this time.
Okay, all right, yeah. I'll... He runs up the stairs, abandons what he's doing at the table, knocks on the door, cracks it open. Mayor Vandy, the Moonlight and the Circus of Wayward Wonders are here. They can talk to you now. Let them in. He opens the door and awkwardly smiles, waves you in, steps off to the side.
Moonlight winks at him.
He starts fiddling. He just As you all walk in, Mayor Vandia has ledgers open and notebooks and scattered all over her desk. It looks much different from when you came in here last time. And she says, come in, have a seat. Or don't. How did everything go at Fortune's Hall?
Wait, really quick, what is there to have a seat on? Are there chairs?
There are wooden chairs here, yeah.
Peach Pie sits in the middle of the floor.
Moonlight walks over to the window and sits on the windowsill.
Jeb takes a seat in a chair like a normal person.
Yeah, what do you...
So as you all sit down in your chosen place,
In our wacky, silly way.
she says, I'm so glad to see that you made it back. Tell me what happened.
Oh, wait, this is yours. And Moonlight hands her back her trinket thing that she gave us, the
Thank you.
thing that we didn't use.
Yeah, we didn't use it.
She sets it on her desk.
But yes, we found Fortune's Hall. It was fucked as you expected. Brugadaches. Heard of those before?
Brugadaches? No.
Fae, according to the Wiz.
Oh, Faye.
Yes.
Where did they come from?
The first world?
Did you find out how they got to Fortune's Hall?
Oh, yeah, the owners summoned them. I don't know why.
The Caristers?
And they were probably the first to die, so,
Oh my.
you know.
Did everybody die, or did you bring some back? People?
Well, the owners died. I think most of the others survived. Maybe a few of the first to get there starved to death, but hopefully not.
I see.
Yeah, they charmed people with their food. Jeb should never eat anything ever again.
Look, the cupcakes look so good.
What about the building? Are they still there, or did you just get the people out?
Oh, we killed them, then we reversed the ritual, which sucked, I think, all of them back to the first world. Well, at least their bodies anyways.
Oh, good.
But then, part of it got destroyed when the large undead thing attacked us.
Sorry, the large undead thing?
Yeah. I don't know how else to explain it.
Okay. Great. Wonderful.
It ate Jeb and Peach Pie.
Well,
We got better.
well, it's good to hear that you got people out and that the menace is taken care of.
Well, that one is. And we brought the people back to town, so they should be safe-ish here.
Good. Well, safer than being outside of town right now.
We killed the barricade outside of town, too.
Oh, you took care of the East Road blockade. Oh, good.
Yes.
Thank you.
It was quite the sight to see.
Oh? How so?
You know, pillars of darkness, light. It was fun.
Oh, all the spells.
Yes.
Sorry. Not being a spellcaster myself, it's not something that really crosses my mind very often. Well, anyway, thank you very much for your help. I'm very sorry to say, if you haven't seen any of the members of your circus troupe already, the camp was attacked by Xulgaths last night.
Ah, yes, we have seen the professor. He explained what happened.
And no casualties, I understand.
Yes, he said that there were none.
Okay, good. I don't know what your plan is from here, but currently, all of the roads, I suppose except for the East Road blockade, are currently blocked off to all traffic and anything. The outlying farms, we don't know entirely about all the families out there. That's another thing entirely, but the pier, there's some sea monster out there outside the docks, and we can't get any ships in. And there are no ships going out. There are no ships right now.
Well, do the people that are heading to the docks know that?
People, much like the Caristers, are going to be making mistakes in haste. I see that with the approaching welt. Right now, leaving town until whatever this is past is just asking to get picked off by Xulgath patrols.
I would agree.
I ask, since you are here, would you assist in the town's defenses?
We tend to be more offensive.
I'm sure we can help with that. I assume Ledric's been doing quite a bit to get things started. Is there anything specific you need us to do?
No, there are so many projects going on right now, I can't really point you to someplace in particular. You know your specialities better than I do. Assist wherever you are able.
Our speciality is
Killing Xulgaths.
killing things, so...
It's, we do run from shit.
Yeah, you run and kill things.
Valid.
Run in circles and kill things.
That's true.
But yes, as our circus is here, we will certainly help protect the town and our own members.
I understand that you protecting the townsfolk is auxiliary to you protecting the members of your circus, but I welcome the assistance regardless of your reasons. Thank you. So, at this point, I have sent you all a list of downtime activities which you can do over the next 2 days.
How many of these do we choose to do? And how frequently?
One
Do
of
like
them,
one per day, right?
one per day. Yep.
Or are they all just defense points?
The majority give defense points. Retrieve townsfolk gives you one defense point instead of 2 on a critical success.
But you can perform a second activity.
Success on all of them is 1 defense point.
Do we need to make sure we hit all of these, or is it just like some we should do? Or...
No, it's not required that you do all of these downtime activities. These are just the ones that are available to you to fill out 2 days worth of...
Like if we don't do one, it's not like, oh, you didn't even build barricades, so that's a negative. It's just we're looking for a certain number of defense points.
You're just looking to build the defense points, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, literally the only thing I can do is bolster morale, so I will hope I get a natural or a crit on at least one of my checks.
Each one takes a day. Yeah, it doesn't say that you can't do the same thing multiple times.
All right. I'm going to prepare armaments and make an athletics check. Incoming. I crit the shit out of it.
You don't.
You don't.
Don't? I thought I needed only a 30.
The DC is 30. To crit the shit out of it, you need a 40.
I need a 40. I was one short of critting. Why?
Are you sure you don't have any items that give you a +1 that you're not calculating in there?
Athletics? Yeah, I'm sure. Sorry.
That gets us 1. Do you want this day by day, or do you want him to roll both for both days?
No, just 1 day at a time. So wait, who was that? Oh, the Wiz.
The Wiz barely making his check.
With a plus 26, oof.
And no, you can't take twice as long.
So, Peach Pie is preparing arms. Wizard, you're erecting magical wards. Make your Arcana check.
I roll a 4 and get a 30.
A 30 is a success.
Nature! I succeed in some tracking.
So, yep, Jeb goes to track some patrols with Gristarn and some other skilled trackers, and you're trying to get an understanding of the paths that the Xulgaths are taking. The 36 is a success.
Moonlight is going to do a lively dance to bolster morale. Performance.
Okay.
We're going to get a 33 because none of us can roll.
Well, it is a success.
I don't think it gets us 1 each, which is not great, but...
Moonlight, while you are bolstering morale and helping people, kind of keeping people's spirits high, you notice there's this milling about that's happening around building with Bertrax Brewing on the signage out front. They look like they're trying to leave Willowside on foot, and there are people around trying to convince them not to leave, and they look like they're being really stubborn about it. Do you want to intervene or continue bolstering?
I mean, do I have to give up what I'm doing to do that, or...
You still maintain the success for the activity.
Okay. I will then, yes, go talk to them.
What are you going to try to do? Are you going to try to use diplomacy to convince them with a rousing speech to stay? Do you want to try to intimidate them or coerce them into staying? How do you want to approach this?
I'm just going to go with diplomacy. I do not think attempting to intimidate them is a good choice of action.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check then.
Okay. If it makes any difference, I do have group impressions, so I can do multiple people.
It does make a difference, yes.
I'm an expert, so I can do up to 4 with each diplomacy check.
That's enough to get all the brewers.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, seeing them, like, packing up and looking like they're trying to, like, take off with a cart or something. Excuse me, it appears you are attempting to leave. I think your efforts are better in helping the town get ready for the siege, or the attacks.
Well, the dinosaurs are gonna overrun this town any minute.
It is very, very dangerous out there. Believe me, we were just out there. I hear the port is blocked off, and there are dinosaurs milling about the outskirts. Leaving the town is much more dangerous. Yeah, and I'll get a 35 diplomacy.
I suppose you're right. Milton, let's go back. Yeah, with the 35, you do convince them to stay. It's Milton and Cindric talking to each other as they're walking back. And this might be a good opportunity to try blacksmithing again and go help Relda hammer out some arms. They heartily pat each other on the back and go and drop their luggage off.
And to be fair, people could probably use a drink, not too many, but after a hard day's work.
Aye. Yeah, that's obviously everybody needs a drink. So congratulations, Moonlight. You prevented the brewers from leaving town and maintain all 6 defense points that you have so far.
Nice.
And yes, you started with 2.
Because of Letteric.
Yeah, because of the work
and what the town had already been doing.
Exactly.
Perfect. 6 defense points. Don't know what that does for us. Don't know if that's good or bad.
We'll see, right?
Better than less than 6, though, so here we go.
Right. So as Moonlight, again, because you're out and about around the town here, you actually pass by what you know to be the Banyan Boys clubhouse, they call it in the book. I had to double check.
They actually call it a clubhouse?
I had to double check.
Oh my god. I guess that sounds about right.
Townsfolk loiter outside the Banyan clubhouse and look worried. Give me a diplomacy check to gather information here as you see the people milling about. You're dancing for them and listening. You'll get kind of a free...
26?
It seems people are worried that they're not here. You don't really hear exactly why that might be. You just hear from the crowd that they're missing.
So they seem worried?
The townsfolk seem very worried. You hear people whispering and muttering that no one can find the Banyan Boys and that they must have left Willowside.
So this is really kind of random. Can I use my ability No Cause for Alarm?
Sorry, what?
So I think I picked it up at level 12. It's training diplomacy. It reduces a creature's frightened value if I succeed a diplomacy check against their will DC.
And you have the group impressions feat?
Yeah.
I mean, I see absolutely no reason why you couldn't use No Cause for Alarm.
Well, and actually it's creatures within a 10-foot emanation, so it's not even based on a number of people. It's just anybody within 10 feet of me.
Oh, that's pretty cool. All right.
So I'd make my way to the middle of the group and do it.
Awesome. So then for the No Cause for Alarm feat, you're going to be making a diplomacy check.
Yes.
Go ahead and do that, and then we'll play out the result depending on what happens.
Oh, god damn it. I'm going to use my fucking hero point. I realize they probably don't have a very good they probably don't have a very good will DC, but I'm sure this isn't based on their individual will DC. It's based off of a DC by level or some shit like that. So.
The group, yeah, it's the whole group in the situation, yeah.
3, 2, and 3. Those are my last 3 rolls.
That's rough.
I get a 26, and I wasted my hero point. Just want to do something cool, Pathfinder, or Fantasy Grounds.
Damn it, Fantasy Grounds. It's a cool ability, though. I like it.
So 26 against these commoners will DCs, Tyler.
So, what's your approach here? Are you gonna reassure them about Letteric? What's your idea?
I mean, Yeah, it's gonna be... I mean, why would they be at their clubhouse? They're probably around town helping people all over.
Okay, and people start muttering. They're like, oh, you could just be missing them. No one's seen them in a while, but you could be right. Yeah, and they're helping. We should be helping. And they slowly scatter. As they do, you still hear people kind of whispering back and forth to each other in hesitation.
So I diffused the situation, but did not exactly make them feel good about it.
You got it. The demoralizing rumor reduces the town's defense points by 1.
When they're gone, I'm gonna go check out the clubhouse.
The people? When the people are gone?
Yeah, like when they kind of disperse, I'm gonna go like knock on the door, like.
Just kind of like see what, maybe you can find out what's going on.
Yeah. And quite honestly, if I have to, I will try to break into this clubhouse.
This odd-shaped building near the edge of town is where the Banyan boys can usually be found. An old manor that has been in the Banyan family for many generations, the Banyan clubhouse has an unusually large number of doors, hallways, and secret passageways. If you knock on the door, nobody answers.
Can I peek in a couple windows or something?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just empty.
Yep. I mean, there's there are things. You see the kitchen, you see a living room. There's the mantle with the stag's head mounted over it, and, bows and arrows lined along the walls. There's trophies everywhere inside. Have you ever been to a hunter's house, or a house where the hunter gets to pick all of the decor, and it's all hunter-related decor?
Yes, I have.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I'm not going to break into it now. I would tell the others, though, like, that night that they're missing, and maybe we should go in and, like, have a look around, see if we can find any clues to where they might have gone.
Moonlight, I'm going to give you a hero point for all the RP action there. Thank you. That was very well done. Day comes to a close. That evening, the professor would come to you and say, "The Hooked Inn has been so kind to provide us with rooms to stay in. I've ensured that there was a room available for everyone. Moonlight, I know there's not exactly, there are no trees nearby in town."
I will survive, Professor. I've lived in worse.
All right. Well, there are rooms at the Hooked Inn, and if you'd like to stay there, you can.
I think that makes sense. Perhaps we can talk to the people there, hear what's going on.
Yeah, so if you guys want to head over to the Hooked Inn, you can certainly do that. Unless you have anything else specific that you'd like to do tonight before turning in.
Well, like I said, I would bring up the fact that the Banyan boys were missing, or seem to be missing.
To the professor?
No, to the rest of the group.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Before we turn in, to see if they wanted to go in and try to figure anything out. Like, see if they left any notes, or if they look like they left in a hurry, or some clue where they went.
I think that would be a good idea. I'm not very stealthy, though.
Are you talking about the Banyan boys?
I was talking to these guys about the Banyan boys, yes.
I overheard it.
I have relevant plot information. Please include me.
I have relevant plot information. You couldn't ferret out for yourself.
It's one of those, I know he's going to have to tell us something, so I shouldn't be a dick to him and be like, you shouldn't be listening on our conversations.
Gadarin actually told me. Apparently, the Banyan boys have been sent on a secret mission by the mayor. Some old legend about there being some great item of power to assist in a town's time of need. I don't know, some local legend. But they've gone to fetch the item.
How nice of her to let us know.
If it's true, rumors, then I suppose it doesn't necessarily directly involve us. It sort of does. This whole thing has tied everybody all together in one big mess.
I mean, if it's true, I'd want someone a little more trustworthy than the Banyan boys looking for a item of power that could save the town.
I suppose that they're difficult to trust after the stunt they pulled before the show.
Well, not that they're difficult to trust as much as I trust our abilities more than theirs.
Fair.
And to send them on a secret mission that jeopardizes the town's morale is also somewhat reckless.
I agree.
I suppose I should talk to Estessa in the morning.
I'm sure hopefully she'd be forthright with us. If you'd like, I could speak to her for you.
Sure, you can do that while we continue to get the town ready.
Okay. Give me sense motive.
On the professor?
Yeah.
31.
He's the bad guy all along.
Oh my god, he's whatever, Zevgavazabber.
The professor is Xulgath, the great devourer. The professor seems maybe a little excited about it. His eyes kind of light up, and he gets a smirk on his face.
Does he like her? He wants to talk to her more?
Professor might have a little bit of a crush on Estessa.
Simp.
So, I don't know if that changes your plans when it comes to going to the Banyan Clubhouse, or if you still want to go now that you know for sure they're not there.
No, if I know that they're not there for a reason, I'm not going to go try to find where they went if I've already been told that they went on a secret mission.
It's a secret mission. An uncharted space.
In uncharted space, yep, believe me, I've been thinking about it. Every time. So, I guess then, we'd just go to bed. Don't need to go check out the Banyans.
We gotta recharge our level 7 spells. Spell.
I still don't know what to think about these Banyan boys, but what do you bet they've been due back from their secret mission for a while now, and we're going to have to go on a secret mission to go rescue them. That bout track. But hey, maybe we'll find this item of power and it'll be super awesome. Find out next time as we continue the Extinction Curse. And until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.